friends. It is I, the Rakugo Master. I have come once again to tell you another story. Now, gather round for safety, because today's story will chill you to the bone. You see, many years ago in the village, there was a bear that would come and terrorize the people. The bear would go, "Ah!" Oh my gosh. "Ah!" Sometimes the bear would even eat the people up. Well, the people in the village were afraid to go outside the city for fear that the bear would be waiting for them. They had a town meeting and asked what they should do, and they decided they would send hunters to go and shoot the bear and kill it and end their terror. Well, 3 hunters came forward and said that they would go and fight the bear. They prepared themselves. They loaded their guns, and they prepared to go tracking the bear in the dead of night. Well, there was a young boy in the village named Yiro-san, and Yiro-san wanted to prove his bravery and worth, and so he vowed to join the hunters on the search for the bear. But the hunters said,
"No, Yiro-san, you stay here."
But Yiro-san insisted he would join the hunters. Finally, the hunters relented and said,
All right, you carry all the heavy stuff. Just be quiet and don't talk to us."
Well, Yiro-san and the hunters set out very carefully. It was a very dark night. It was very quiet, and at any moment they knew they could come upon the bear. And then it happened. They saw paw prints left by the bear. The hunters followed the paw prints all through the night, with Yiro-san walking behind with all of their equipment. And finally, they came to a cave, and they believed inside of the cave was the bear. Well, they went up to the cave, but the entrance was way too small. They could look inside, and they saw darkness, but they were certain that this was where the bear was hidden. None of the hunters could go inside, but Yiro-san was just the right size to enter the cave. Well, Yiro-san said that he would go, and the hunters tied a rope around him, and they sent him crawling into the cave. Time passed. The hunters didn't hear anything. They did not know what was happening inside of the cave. It was completely quiet. They called to Yiro-san.
"Yiro-san, are you in there still?"
But there was no response. They tugged at the rope, but Yiro-san did not tug back. They decided that they would pull Yiro-san out and see what happened. They pulled the rope. Yes, it was heavy. He was still attached. They pulled and pulled and pulled, and Yiro-san came out of the cave, and when he emerged, his head was gone. But then one of the hunters asked the question,
"Is his head gone, or did he actually have a head to begin with?" I don't know if he had a head to begin with. Well, he must have had a head, right? Or maybe he didn't have a head. Yiro-san, did you used to have a head?
Yiro-san did not respond. Well, they took Yiro-san's body back to the village, and they began to ask everyone,
"Did Yiro-san have a head?"
But none of the people could remember if Yiro-san actually had a head or not. Well, they took it to Yiro-san's grandfather, and his grandfather could not remember. They took it to his father, but his father could not remember if he had a head. Finally, they took Yiro-san's body to his mother and asked,
"Did your son used to have a head, or did he ever have a head?" And his mother said, "Of course my son had a head. You think I'm stupid? You think I don't know if my own son had a head? I ought to know if he had a head. I bought a hat for him on his last birthday."